toured together in 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got a live recording. It's called Wayward Sounds.
Yep.
I think that's a very good description of you both as musicians.
I think it is too.
Oh well.
We thought so.
So is that the way you've always been just doing your own way?
I would say so.
Yeah.
We don't like a lot of supervision.
No.
We rebel under the lash.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the tour, how much did you rehearse before?
Well, we actually rehearsed for an afternoon. For the 2014, we kind of got a game plan together, and got the show going, and we added songs. And this one we didn't rehearse at all.
No.
Okay.
No need.
So how do you pick the songs you want to play?
Well, you know, we have a big list of songs, and some of them are up here sometimes, you know, and you know, we normally know which one we're going to start with, and then it kind of see how it feels. You know, you've got to adjust to the audience sometimes. You know, sometimes you can't. It doesn't feel like you can do a slow one, so you got to keep. I think tonight, for example, I think in that rowdy 10, we're going to have to keep
make a racket,
juke it a bit. You know, so you got to adjust accordingly. We don't stick to one set.
Yeah, and the thing is, we've got the same lexicon of understanding, so we never really had to discuss what type of shit we were going to do. It's just like, we'll do Jesse James, we'll do X, Y, and Z. So
if he throws a Hank Williams song in, I'm pretty sure I'll know it. You know? Or if I throw a Rolling Stones one in, or Tom Waits even, or something, you know, then he's going to know it. So, yeah, it's very easy.
Okay, so it's not difficult for you to choose between songs?
No, not at all.
There's so many.
Okay. I think both of you, you're musicians, but you're also storytellers.
Huh.
No?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I don't know why I laughed then. No, of course, yeah, very much so.
Okay. Is that something you feel comfortable with, telling stories about what's in your head?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
a relief to get it out of your system?
I don't know if I feel that way, but you know, well, some of the songs I write, I can't speak for Jimbo, but some of the songs I write are stories and some are not. You know? I do like the storytelling. I like to hear storytelling. My favourite songwriters are people like Townes Van Zandt and Chris Christopherson, and, you know, and they're definitely narrative songs. You know? So, you know, if I can get anywhere near that style, you know, then that's what inspires me sometimes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like a good story.
Jimbo, do you think you're a storyteller as well?
I write a lot.
Do you draw inspiration from your people around you?
Yes, people around me, my environment, books, just random things you hear, conversations, you know.
Jimbo's a far more prolific songwriter than I am. Way more.
But I did it as a relief to get one out, you know, and I'm kind of boycotting songwriting right now because I've done so much in the past 6 to 8 years. I'm just kind of over it, but yeah, it's usually when you just kind of get in that groove and you just keep getting struck. It's like getting snake bit. Yeah, I mean, it's just like you can't stop almost. It's like there's 3, there's 5, there's 6. And it's like it's kind of too much sometimes.
Yeah,
it's a little overwhelming sometimes. But luckily I've been supported with a record label that encouraged me. It's like, let's keep it going. So for the past 6 years, I've done 6 records, you know. It's so, I'm cooling out right now. It's a little tough on the wife, you know. And my friends.
But
it's a private moment, you know, that you're having and you're just communing, you know, so it's hard to describe.
Channeling sometimes.
It's more like this song is you're pulling it in, pulling it down, but you got to wrangle it down. But it's fun though. It's very rewarding. I enjoyed it. But I mean, I think we both have the poetic instinct and the turn of phrase and language, dialect, and everything. We have a good time just messing around with words and you know, having fun with the song lyrics and stuff. We both really got that knack, you know. So it makes it in another way. We're like the wayward sons, you know, from another mother. It's just. We understand that shit, you know. It's easy.
Okay.
Taxes are hard, you know. Playing with Ian is easy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Taxes are hard. Transmissions.
Yeah. Jim, you know that you know a lot about blues music or other sort of music. You really are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's a bit of your mission to make people aware of that history, culture?
I think it's been part of my mission to be able to produce a lot of music for black men and blues artists, because I'm a good middleman between the process. So I'm able to talk to them, I'm able to rap with them, I'm able to rap with whoever's in charge, if it's me or somebody else. That's how I was hired to do Buddy Guys. It's like a translator almost, you know. So in that regard, I'm really good at that, and I've sort of accepted that and did more than I really needed to at times, just because it needed to be done. The record needed to be made. I might not have had time, or there was no money, but I did it because it had to be done. So in that regard, yeah, it's a mission. Like when Robert Malone, you know, he got a Parchman. Within 2 days of being 7 years down in Parchman, he was in my studio in Clarksdale, you know, cutting a record. And some of the most harrowing shit I've ever heard in my life. Shell Shocked is the name of it, and it's one of the greatest blues records ever made. Nobody's ever heard it. But I was able to talk to the man, keep him calm, and so even in extreme situations, I can handle the scene, you know, and that helps, you know, because a lot of times there's white dude, black dude problems, you know how it is sometimes. There's money, there's all kind of hustling going on, so but you can't fool a fooler, you know. So it's been, yes, somewhat of a mission.